Top of the afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're getting close to Easter, and for a lot of people that means chocolates and Easter bunnies. For some of us that means he is risen. We believe that Christ died on the cross for your sins and rose again on the third day, proving that he is God. So there you go. Some of us have that belief. Now, on a personal level, that's kind of where my stance is. I think we're aware of that for the most part. As far as what we're doing today, we have a nice little Easter treat for myself. My NBFF sent me this kind of in a little bit of a hurry, and they're not available in wrap. And I actually texted him with a picture of those bucking spikes, and I said, those are cute. So with some ingenuity, maybe I'll be able to come up with a set that's a little bit more representative for what happens to this thing after we get done with a little bit of a saw shop makeover. If you haven't guessed by now, it's an Echo. It's a CS-7310P without the W because it's not a wrap. It's kind of a cool looking saw. They went with the kind of opaque plastic on the gas tank. It doesn't, you're gonna have a hard time when the ambient light is dim seeing the gas in there, unfortunately. But I like the fact that the recoil assembly or pull starter cover is very big. Tall being big, but it's actually a really thin saw. I was kind of surprised. It hits a stop that's underneath the tank right here, a rubber stop. Well, it's underneath the car box, but hits on top of the tank, and so this thing has a funky clunk to it. I am not sold on that. I'm pretty particular about how I run my equipment. I like my saws to be a little nose heavy. The saw weighed about 15 pounds. On the hand-me-down bathroom scales, it weighed about 17 pounds when I took a look at it full of fuel and oil. I think that's what it was. We'll have to re-verify that. It's been a few days at this point. General overall look, I took the cylinder cover off. We're going to look at that a little bit further in the bench talk, but again, we talk about the mounting situation, and hear it banging on the stop. You can hear it banging on the stop, so it's pretty stiff once it hits the stop. So underbucking is going to be a good deal for people that are doing underbucking. And if we want to take a look at the control panel, if you will, it's got an old style toggle switch. I'm not sure if it's going to be one of those deals that it lasts a long time or not. It has kind of a standard plastic lever on the choke actuation. It's really light. It feels really light. It appears that they're going to make this in a heater handlebar version based on this little black piece of plastic right here. So it appears that's what's going to happen with this saw. It's got a really small cylinder, I noticed that. And it's kind of long for being so small. It's kind of stretched out a little bit, which means you'll have good control of the bar. And word on the street is there were some Husqvarna engineers that were poached by Echo that ended up helping in the design process of this particular saw, and lo and behold, it's kind of long and it's kind of heavy. It has decent power, I guess, if you will. With any luck, my buddy Dave over in Ireland will chime in on his take on the earlier comment about the engineering aspect of this particular saw. Now, we're going to warm this thing up a little bit. got a big outlet on it, which is kind of, I think, what we're gonna see in things to come. That's my guess anyway. Adjustable needles on the carburetor. It stops only about a quarter twist, and they're really hard to find in there. They've got some little half moon shaped thing in there, half circle, whatever. Hard to find, but we can hear it kind of blubbering pretty hard. 12,780. Let's hope once we get it on the operating table, it comes alive. Okay, we're kind of struggling with that 32, I'm noticing pretty hard. I mean, it's 73.5 cc's according to the placard. It's a little saw. On that particular cut right there, it seemed like it took about 15 seconds to get through there. So I'm hopeful she's going to come alive when we get done putting the hurt on her. I guess that's really what I'm hopeful for. So anyway, as we rejoice in our salvation, may you have a blessed day wherever you might be on God's green earth on this Easter 2021. Thanks for watching.